Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Just Talking to You. I'm your host, Big Smooth, and I am not here alone. I am here with the infamous crew. The infamous crew. Hey, y'all, say what's up to our listeners today.
Hey
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Hey everybody, what's
uh,
going on?
all right. We're gonna start with we'll start from my right to my left, and we're gonna introduce you. We're gonna kick it off with you, Miss Shay. Introduce yourself.
Hey, everybody. It's your girl Shay down in D-Town. And I have three hobbies: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Boom. With
Damn,
a touch of dessert.
just like that. All right. All right. We're gonna swing it over next to Nene. Nene, introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, I'm Nene from around the way, like always.
Damn. Okay. Nate from around the way. We're gonna swing it on over to our girl, Dre Day. Dre Day, introduce yourself.
Hello, world. It's your girl Dre Day. I am the H2 to your O, and together we make water.
Damn. That's some corny shit, but hey, we'll take it though today.
Dudes love it corny. I just need you to know that.
Okay.
love it
Okay.
corny.
It's square asses. All right. Next, last but not least, we're gonna introduce our girl, Miss Toya. Introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Miss
Hello,
Toya.
everyone.
Don't forget to like, thumbs, and subscribe. Static up there, broke up, didn't
Yeah, you kind of breaking up. You gotta stand on one leg and stuff. Get you
I got her.
reception.
I got her when we get offline.
Hey,
But
Nene go
seriously,
say,
it's breaking up.
Nene go say you
Is
some
that
of that
me?
broadband.
I got her. She know I got her.
No, look, is it? Am I breaking up like that?
Yes.
Yeah, Nene go
Let
say
me
you some
see. I'm gonna
broadband. She
leave
got
and
a
come
great.
back in. I'm breaking up.
Got
got
a
a-
really great. How many gigabytes?
God, she said she got a great package for you.
She's trying to solicit me.
Oh yeah, and it's after 9 o'clock, so you can hang up on telemarketers after then.
Oh man.
No, we don't close to 11.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you don't close to 11, but you don't do nothing. But hey, that's for the West Coast people. You can still call them. They West Coast.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I am your host, your man, Big Smooth, the one and only. I'm your auntie side dude from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
One of our crew members gone, but he ain't forgotten. He's recovering. He's at home chilling, resting up. Our man Chris Storian. He's your mama favorite. He the reason your mama make that peach cobbler the way she do. He the reason why your stepdaddy looking for him and everything. So that's what our boy Chris Storian. We shouting out to him tonight. Hey guys, what y'all do today, man? Besides work, did y'all do something fun after work? What you do?
Not at all.
Made hamburgers and French fries.
Oh, delicious.
Did anybody get their toes tickled or something? Anybody get a hug or
I
something?
wish I ain't get a back rub. I ain't get no zoom zoom, no wham whams, no nothing.
Ooh.
Damn. Ew.
I went to a funeral and a repairs.
Oh my.
Oh man. Did you meet somebody at the funeral?
I mean,
This
yeah, it was,
dude.
look, I ain't gonna lie with some potentials in there, but I ain't gonna be quiet. I got a few fans watching, they be watching, so I ain't gonna say too much.
Okay, there you go, man. Hey,
Okay.
we gonna keep that hush hush. What
But
about
they
you?
say death at the funeral, you gonna meet somebody, somebody a good looking man grieving always wants somebody to talk to.
Hey, or he need a shoulder to cry on or a lap to lay in. Hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miss Shay from down the way, around the way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I love that headpiece, Miss Shay.
Thank you for calling it a headpiece instead of a bonnet, sir.
I did not call it I called it a headpiece.
I know that's what I'm saying. Sure. Don't be trying to act all bougie now when you was calling it a bonnet earlier, but I ain't gonna take that violence up with you right now. I'm gonna wait till we done.
I want all that smoke you got in your
You
little.
got it. It's
I want
coming.
all that smoke you got in
It's
your
coming.
that little pipe of yours. I want it all. Bring it.
I got you.
But that's a beautiful headpiece.
Thank
Now
I
who
like that.
I feel
who you
like
say she look like?
Huh?
Who you say she look like in the headpiece? Who you say she look like?
Oh, Winnie
Mandela.
Mandela.
Say freedom is coming tomorrow.
By any means necessary, we will be free.
Right
Yeah.
on that.
He
feel
play
like
too much.
Judy out, so I just shook this real
She
good.
just said the hell with it. The Judy is laying on the counter like, hey, why you didn't put me on today?
She don't lay on the counter. She has a dummy head I put her on.
Oh, but okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
treat
I've
my
been
Judy
trying to
from,
stock up on
Illinois,
mine.
right? Huh?
What'd you say? What'd you say, Shay?
I'm
I keep
trying to
a
like
Judy from
Shay. I need to start
Illinois,
getting
right?
me some head things.
Hey, do you got a wig on? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How the hell? Now, do you think that was appropriate?
I didn't no, I didn't even ask nobody nothing. I was looking at something else, y'all. Forgive me. But
You can ask me, sure do.
Look, he don't want to get beat up.
that is not a wig,
This a
Toya.
whole wig. Yeah.
No, it's not.
This
no, it-
is a wig with a whole lace. Yeah.
Pull it off.
I put her on, I take her off. Now,
I
you're
de-
not gonna play with me like that with my cornrows underneath here. You ain't ever gonna play me like that.
I cash app you $50 right now if you yank that wig off.
And you not gonna play with me like that.
First.
He play too much.
Hey man, what else? What else going on? Hey, what's up with you, man? How was your day?
I mean, y'all know I'm simple. I go to work, I come home, I do a little studying. I might, every now and again when I get the chance, I like to goose.
Oh, wait a minute.
She's
Wait a minute.
Dre's so elegant.
She say she like the goose.
I mean,
Oh
So,
my goodness.
I ain't even
Yeah.
mad at you. You
I
want to
like
straight
the simple.
get that goose on, huh?
I was already even pre-COVID, I was a homebody. I didn't go out to the clubs and be out there in the streets, nothing like that. I was always at home, good girl. So this worked out in my favor,
Right.
Oh,
But,
man.
Listen, I got COVID going home and going to work. I'm going out this summer. I'm going everywhere with my mask on.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting outside.
Oh, man.
I'm traveling.
They held
Traveling
hostage
was
long
my
enough.
thing.
Hey, so everybody said they're traveling. Before we jump off into our topic,
I've
if
been
y'all
held hostage.
before we jump off into our topic for the night, y'all. Okay, everybody's saying they traveling when the world open back up. Where's a couple places y'all want to go when the world open back up? Where y'all gonna go? First place you gonna go when the world open back up? Fully open back up. One destination place.
I don't think it's gonna never fully.
It's
I mean, I'm not going nowhere fancy. Like my first little trip I'm going is to the Lake of the Ozarks in June. That's just to get away. Like a time for me outside of being a mom, just a little few days away, different scenery, nothing over the top, just
Well, Miss Toya, let me ask
somewhere
you.
I can just go clear my head.
Let me
do
ask
some
you a question. Are you going by yourself or you going with somebody?
Mm-hmm. Going with a group of people.
I love that answer. She was like, mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. She just said, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You still ain't. Hey, we take that as, hey, you are going with someone.
It's a group of people.
I know it's a group of people, but okay, we're gonna leave it at that.
I'm going with a group of people, and it's gonna be men in one condo and women in another.
Okay,
Y'all gonna meet in the middle.
that's it. That's the story. You sticking to it, huh? That's the story. You sticking to it, huh?
That's what's happening.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yes, for the recorded for the viewers. That's the story I'm sticking with.
Right. Because you say you had a couple potential, so you don't want them to hear like, hey,
I'm going with my girls, and they gonna do their own thing. And if we just so happen to hang out,
but you
throughout
gonna
the
be
day in the pool,
you're gonna be at the pool reading the word.
I'm reading the word, honey. Father, keep me lifted. Just don't give me COVID.
She going all the way to the Lake of the Ozarks to have revival and have somebody lay hands on her, huh? That's
yes,
What
lay
better
hands.
place than in nature than to have a revival?
Be in tune with the world.
I want y'all to know the Lord is giving all y'all the side eye.
I didn't say nothing, Shay. Just FYI.
Yep. He giving
Let me
He giving them two jokers up in the right hand corner of my screen.
Don't you at innocent.
They going down.
He getting their ass. I promise you, he gonna get their ass, both of them. Shay, where you gonna go to?
For me,
Yeah.
well, listen, I don't get to travel that often, but I would next year so pre this Ponderosa, we were supposed to have my 30th year class reunion. So since it all shut down, they pushed it back to next year. So if all lines up, I'm gonna be at my class reunion next year in June.
Which
And-
class reunion you going to? California or Missouri?
Missouri. That's where I ended up graduating. So yeah.
Okay.
And now if I had my dream getaway, it
Mhm.
would be Turks and Caicos or Boa Boa. I
Oh,
just
man.
want to lay there and get a massage and look through the floor and see all the fish swimming through.
Who you want you want the massage by the little cabana boy?
Nah.
I
It's
take it.
my dream. So I'm gonna have Kofi or Idris or Lamont or I got a list. I got plenty of time if I'm in Boa Boa, so I got a list.
Did you say Lamont or Lamont?
Lamont.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Lamont Sanford at first.
I'm sorry, no.
Lamont,
Man.
Back in the
Lamont,
day, he was
Lamont,
fine, but we have moved on from there.
Lamont Sanford, hey, he an ordained minister now, man. That's the crazy part
He
about it,
gotta
man.
be 100.
The Lord is not finna give me a side eye right now. No. No.
He already looking at Dre and
Toya.
Toya. Dre
Not
and
finna
Toya.
get put on that list, on the
Would you-
side eye list.
Who is that?
The side eye list.
You say you
No.
ain't finna get put on that list, huh? Just leave
Not
Dre and
today.
Toya there, huh?
Yep. Well, give me a few minutes.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, what you telling the Lord? You want that smoke? No, you don't.
I want no
That's one
Not,
person.
not from the Lord.
Hey, that's one person you don't want that smoke from.
No, that smoke is a little hot. That's
Hey, you can't stay. You don't want
That's a
that
lot
smoke.
of smoke to bear. That's a
yeah.
lot of
uh,
smoke to bear.
it's
that's
some
too
stuff
much
you
smoke.
just don't mess with. That's that smoke you don't mess with.
That's that smoke. You be like, hey, I'm cool. I'm cool. You the man. I'm cool.
No, that's you want
Gotcha.
Man, if I had to pick a destination spot, I'm gonna tell you it would be man. It would be Rio de Janeiro.
Ooh. You going during carnival?
Ooh, man. Man, I couldn't go, man. So this is let me tell you the funny story about the Rio and stuff, man. We were talking about doing my wife, my brother's wife and her sisters and Vanessa, they was talking about doing a girls trip and they was talking about going down to Miami. So they was talking about Miami. And we was like, okay, y'all can do that. We ain't gonna have no problems with y'all doing the girls trip at all. So we turned around, we said, well, hey, we're gonna do a guys trip. We do our guys trip to Brazil. Oh, they canceled everything. They said, oh, hell no, y'all ain't going to no Brazil without us. They say, no way. And then my one cousin, she popped on, she said, oh, hell no. Everybody is beautiful over in Brazil. She say everybody. She say no. And as bad as the ladies over in Brazil want as bad as they love American men, especially black men. Oh, hell no. They said nah. So they canceled their girls trip because we was my one cousin, he was on the first thing he had his flight attendant, he had his travel agent getting ready to get us a deal to go to Brazil. But that got shot down real quick when we told them we were going to Brazil. But we said, y'all going to Miami. We have no problem with that. They say it's different it's a difference between Miami and Brazil.
It sure is. That ain't even fair.
Would you let your guy go to Brazil? alone?
No,
Long.
no. And they might as well walk around naked down there. No. And like you said, there was some beautiful people too.
They
If
are beautiful, man. Brazil is
now
a beautiful
if
country.
he going to look, I'm going to look too, because there's some beautiful men down there, just like it's some beautiful women. So, and they walk around just about naked too. Let's make it
Mm-hmm.
fair.
What you say? But hey, they was doing their girls trip.
Miami is just, it's like walking down the street. No, it's the same. It's in the state. That's not Brazil. Mm-mm.
It's not exotic.
Exactly. That's
So
just regular Kool-Aid compared to like a a a mimosa or something. It's just nah, man.
God dog, that is
Different
so
world.
Boy,
crazy.
I'm hollering.
All right, man. So hey, they put a damp on our guys trip. We didn't take that. They said hell no. But that's a great segue into our topic tonight, man. Our topic tonight is can
Yeah.
you our topic is, can you accept if your spouse, husband, or significant other had an out or husband or wife, spouse, period. Let me just not specify spouse. This for males and female. This question topic is for both male and
So
female. Can you accept if your spouse had a outside child on you? Could you accept the fact if they had an outside child on you? That is a hell of a question to think about. Hey, I'm finna swing this. I'm finna kick this off with Dre Day. Dre Day, what you think? Dre Day look like, damn, man, why
Who said,
me?
why me first?
Why would you kick it off with me of all people? Of all people.
Because you are intellectual and everybody is intellectual, but it's just I'm just curious to know what you would do in this situation.
Whew, Lord, you didn't even give me enough time to really think.
Okay,
Um,
I'll swing it back to
no,
you.
no, I'm
No,
gonna
no,
go on ahead. I will
I'll
go
swing it
ahead.
back to you, love.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna hit the main culprit of this. Nay,
Ooh,
nay.
not culprit.
Oh,
You knew I was coming your way. Nay, nay. Could you accept if your spouse had an outside child on you?
Flat out.
You want me to come back to you too? Shit.
No, I wouldn't. I couldn't accept it. Now, this it seemed like every topic is something I went through personally.
Mm-hmm.
So mine's had a baby. Right. He did real well with having a kid about almost a year. But see,
Oh, so he
you
had an
know,
outside. So you experienced this.
yes, personally.
Wow. So
So, but
our listeners, hey, the crew, we experienced the same thing too. We experienced
yeah.
life. But go ahead, take it away, Nay.
So he was trying to be, he always been real immature. So I guess he wanted to hurt my feelings. So he made a post on Facebook. He's not a Facebook person, none of that, but he felt like I'm gonna hit her where it hurt. So when he made the post, I think it was for me to understand because he was like, my son, I just talked to my son, mama, and blah, 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 blah. So when I read it, I'm like, well, I have 3 sons with you, so who's your son, mama?
Was y'all married at the time when he made that
Yes,
post?
yes.
Whoa,
Wow.
wait a minute.
We
God
was
damn.
going, you know how you go back and forth, like we was just going through so much, like it was just so unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
But we was still, married. And we would, it ain't like we were separated or apart, he'll leave for a couple days and come back, but he was real sneaky and conniving. But yeah, so I texted him like, I asked him, was it the same person that I'm study kicking ass? Because I was on his head. But I kept trying to just talk to her, like, just leave the situation alone. She felt like she couldn't because her feelings and whatever. So um when I asked him, he said, yeah, it was her.
Wow.
And I asked him how old, and he was almost 1.
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
What
Like
is
you really
let me ask you this question though. What is the age differential between
ooh,
that outside child and your son, your youngest?
I don't know. Well, at that time, my baby probably was maybe 6, 7, maybe.
Okay.
And But it just like it didn't even hurt my feelings because he had done so much stupid stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's your last strike. Like you don't, it ain't you. What else can you do?" And so I just was like, I'm not participating in that. And then like over time, I would talk to him about it, and he was like, he was expecting me to accept it. I'm not accepting it. It's no way possible. It's not happening. But see, where the issue got even better at was she was mad at me, like getting attitudes with me, and because
They do that.
yeah, but what she didn't understand was
That was your husband.
that was and I told her several times, baby, that's my husband. I'm not taking up for him, but you gotta recognize what you done wrong. And
So
it
wait
was
a
just
minute. What was she getting mad at you about? I
because
don't
I
understand.
mean she
They
be
always
like,
get mad at the
well, she
the
was,
main
let's
person.
say this, she knew not to get out of line, like, and all that with me. But like, if I would be like, well, let's, well, if you want to talk about it, she like, I don't got nothing to talk to you about, I can talk to him. Okay, fine. Like, that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm just what I was trying to do was help him have a relationship with him, because he wouldn't have one with him. He was like, no, I made a mistake, and I'm not, like, he wouldn't even be involved. And so I'm trying to be the bigger person.
You were trying to encourage him.
Yeah, I already didn't want to, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, they have no relationship. My kids don't, nothing. But that's what she wanted. I was trying to, I wasn't gonna be with him though. But I'm like, okay, he heard, he said he is, and what can I do about it? But I wouldn't be with him like at all. Like, because I feel like that's the ultimate thing. Like, what will make you in your mind? And then if you do, but I'm gonna tell y'all what really took it. I seen her one day, and usually when I see her, I will always attack her. But this particular day,
attack her as in fight, swing on her and fight her.
True.
All right, Nene.
No, it was her mouth. It wasn't.
No.
At this point, I'm fighting for my respect because they was very disrespectful towards me. It's only me. So I saw her one day, and this was the weirdest thing. When I looked, me and my sons was together. Her son was together, and I looked, and I'm like, I was over that stuff. But I looked, y'all, her belly was super big. So I'm like, I already knew in my mind. So when I went to him, I was like, I see your baby mama. He was like, what baby mama? And I told him who it was, and he was like, I don't know what you talking about. I ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't seen her. And couldn't find out. And when we did talk about it, he said, the day you came home and you said that, he said, man, he was like, my whole soul just dropped, because like, and now you don't know it's mine. But I'm like, that was your chance to tell me. If he would have told me then, we probably wouldn't have even been in the situation we are in today. But yeah, he let me come home. She was big already, and then almost a year later, after I said, I'll be damned.
Yeah, women intuition is everything.
My intuition with him is the truth. It never favored me. But when I came to him, there was definitely his chance to just speak up. Yeah. But yeah, nah.
So okay. So Nene is a firm no with Nene. Shay, what about you?
Okay, so I kind of went through this myself.
God damn. The whole crew went through this shit. Okay, I'm sorry. My fault, Shay. Go ahead.
Don't laugh at their pain.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So I got married, but I don't think we got married for the right reason.
Right.
I was kind of naive. I was young. It was quick. JP wedding, and then he came home one day and he was smiling kind of weird. I said, "What's up with you?" He was like, "My baby mama had a baby." I was like, "Okay, is it yours?" He said, "No." Denied.
They already had a baby together?
No, we didn't.
I mean, him and her already had a previous baby?
They did. Yeah, they had a little boy together.
Okay.
And how far into the marriage were y'all?
We were maybe a year. It was a year or two into the marriage. Oh, wow. So couple maybe about 5-6 months later, because she kept coming after me. She's trying to fight me. And the reason why she was trying to fight me is because she was mad that he didn't leave me for her. I figured that out. He wanted to be with him, and he wasn't helping by, riling up those feelings, messing with her or whatever. So kind of find out about, maybe about 5, 6 months later, he was like, well, she told me it's mine. I'm like, she told you, what you doing messing with her? So we had a big old blowout. I left for a while, went and stayed with my parents, yada, yada, yada. Begging and pleading. I came back. I don't hold a grudge with the kids because the kids didn't ask to be here, and they are not, I don't consider them like mistakes or nothing like that. Those were choices that two grown folks made, knowing that they had something to lose, especially him. He made that choice to lay with her. So I don't hold any ill will toward them. I encouraged the girl and the boy went to have a relationship with my kids once I started having them. I wanted them to know each other. So so they lived in another state and then they came and stayed with him. And so I would allow my kids to go over there, be around them, etc., etc. Um so yeah, that happened.
So did you guys stay married after that?
We did. We stayed married for a
Did you
long.
guys have any children together?
We do. Yeah, we do. Both my boys are by him. So like I said, I encourage the relationship. Um, Time and distance kind of, you know, they ended up the relationship is kind of rocky with them.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, we stayed married. We stayed married for like 10 years.
Wow.
I helped him raise them. I didn't have a
Wow.
problem. I would offer to babysit him because I knew if I didn't, he wouldn't have had a relationship with him at all. At the end of the day, you are still a father and you still have a responsibility to your kids.
Yeah.
And as disrespectful as it was how she got here, I'm not gonna block her from having that relationship. That's wrong.
That
So
is huge, Shay. I wouldn't. Wow. The only thing I can say is wow. You accepted that, and wow.
I accepted the kid. I did not accept the actions
I
that.
know you didn't accept the actions, but you accepted the kid, and you accepted him in spite of his mistake,
Mistake.
and
Yeah.
you let him, and y'all built from that. That's big. Our listeners need to hear that because some people may have different opinions, and we're gonna get off into that a little bit later. Toya, Miss Toya, talk to me.
I'm going to say no. I absolutely couldn't and wouldn't. Not that I would never accept a kid. My relationship, I would end it. Multiple things. One, you cheated and you felt the need to cheat unprotected and causing you could have brought anything back to me. You just out here sleeping around with people, not protecting yourself, putting me, you, and whoever else at risk. And I feel like that's a personal thing. That's an intimate thing when you choose to do those things with just a different person. You know what I'm saying? Versus protecting yourself, you're actually sleeping with someone unprotected. Two, my thing is it's a constant reminder of the betrayal.
Yeah.
Not saying that I'm gonna look at the kid and be like, oh, you're here, but it's gonna be a constant reminder of the betrayal that you did.
Wow.
Three, I could, like Shay said, I definitely commend forgiving. If you're gonna forgive that person, being there for their kid, because me growing up, I didn't have a relationship with my brother because I think my mom and them had that similar situation. I don't really know for sure what happened, but my brother and my grandmother, our grandparents lived on the same street. His grandmother was on one end and my grandmother was at the top of the street. We didn't meet each other till we were 12, till I was 12 and he was already older. So we suffered not being in each other's lives and missing time with each other because of the anger and the resentment. And that the kids suffer. Like Shay, if you have your kids with him and that he had an outside baby, you're going to make sure they're in each other's lives. And if that's the choice you're going to make, sticking around, then you have to welcome that one and embrace it as part of the family.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be able to look at the constant betrayal, and it's a hurt feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just personally wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think we would be able to continue. Now it just depends where we were at in their relationship. Some people were probably be on a break. You could have probably been in a bad phase in your relationship where you maybe thought it was over or anything. There's just multiple things as to why. I'm not saying it's an excuse to cheat, but sometimes people get in a bad place in their relationship and, you know, you're fighting all the time, you're arguing, and then you might turn to the next person and genuinely could be a mistake. But at the end of the day, it's the betrayal, and I just don't think I could forgive it. That's just me.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Toya. Dre Day, what about you, my friend? Tell me what you think. Can you accept it?
Ooh. Okay, so my gut answer is like a lot of what I've heard tonight is that I could accept the child. I would want that child to have a relationship. Like if I had children with my husband, I would want whatever children I had to have a relationship with that child because that is rightfully their sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like I honestly, because of the kind of family I come from, I feel like family is very important. You should know your siblings, you should know your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, everybody, regardless of where they are. So my gut says I would, even if my husband and I were to divorce, I would still want that child around their brother, sister. But at this stage in my life, in my 40s,
Mm-hmm.
with an adult child, if I were to get married now, that means any child that he had does not have a sibling with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that would probably be the deal breaker because you did I really feel like, I could probably get past cheating after a little while. I could get past, if it was a one-time event, you're not just a serial cheater out here cheating with everybody. If it was a one-time event, you slip fell in some coochie, I can probably
Some
I
cat.
Dives in it. He
after
dives in it.
right.
Some cat.
I can probably get past that. Not giving you a pass to cheat, but I can probably work. We can probably work through this. But if when you fell and said coochie, you were not wearing a condom, your pull out game was weak, and you made a child with someone, and because that means now you have a commitment. I expect you to be a father to this person that you created.
Mm-hmm.
So that means your time, your attention, your money, all of that needs to be going over in that direction. And so that don't include me. And I'm not going to be responsible for your child support either. So that is likely to be some of the things, some of the reasons that we break up. And we can still be friends. I can be great friends with people who have wronged me, but come back and sincerely said, you know what, Sandy, Dre, I'm sorry. I was wrong. This is where I was wrong. Give me some time. I can forgive that. Because who among us don't need to be forgiven of something?
Right.
But we can't be together because you mishandled my heart.
Right.
So,
All right, take the church.
But I have a very good friend. Lord bless her soul. I got a very, very, very good friend who found out. Now, let me say this. She's got 2 children. They're Irish twins. Y'all know what Irish twins are, right?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay.
I'm fortunate.
So, my sister has Irish
The
twins.
9-month thing.
Yeah, they're like 11 months apart.
Okay.
True, my son's the same age for 11 days. Don't tell nobody.
Her kids are like that. They're like the same age for like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in between those 2 kids, there's another child by her husband. So her 2 kids are 11 months apart.
So they the same age.
Yeah, they all the same age.
Oh my goodness.
And she didn't find out about this child until the child was like 9. Okay.
Wow.
So And the way she found out, it was so weird. She found a picture of the child and it was like, love you, daddy on the back. And her husband was like, this is, this child is supposed to be mine. The child is older. So he had the child being, like in their 20s or something like that. Like that was an old picture that she found. Come to find out, it was a recent picture.
Oh wow.
Long story short, she fully accepted this child. When I tell you she is third parent to this child, that's what I mean. The child is about to have a baby themselves now. And she running around, oh, I'm finna be a granny. Oh, I'm finna be a granny. And when she told me, I was like, which one of my little nieces and nephews about to have a baby? And she wasn't talking about one of those kids. She was talking about the bonus child. And I mean, full in there when it was graduation time. She was making sure the child had stuff for graduation. Now she's buying things for this grandbaby that's coming. And I just commend her. I feel I always question myself, could I have done that? And she stepped in there and she's been in there the whole time. And I'm not saying that there wasn't there wasn't any drama in the background, but when she committed, she committed. And I give her all props for that.
Well, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate again.
Oh no.
And you know what? It's completely different from a male perspective.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is, if my wife came and told me years later that the child we had is not mine, or told me like a couple months later after the baby is born, the child is not mine, I'm out of there. I'm not, ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't care how much of a bond or connection I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Most men, real men, you will not take that. I'm sorry. You will not sit back and take that. And I can't do it. I will not be able to turn around after, it's just the fact that she laid with somebody else. No, it won't happen. And if we go back biblical days, if that would have happened back in biblical days, she would have got stoned. So no, I will not accept it. I cannot accept that. But devil's advocate to that. Sometimes us as men, we mess around and have outside children, but we want our spouses to accept us back.
Absolutely.
That's devil's advocate, man. We
with the baby in tow.
Right. And we want to be able to we want them to accept us back and without nothing, like nothing ever happened and everything. But that's hard to do. That's hard to do. You can't just say, hey, I'm gonna accept this person back. And that has been going on for years. If you think about it, and it may not have happened in nobody's, and you guys found, but I'm just saying years. You can just look at if granddaddy or grandmama then had a baby, and okay, this baby don't look like all the other kids and stuff. They always threw the quote out there. That's the milkman baby. That was a quote back in the day. It's the milkman baby. So it's a different set of rules from men and women. Men, we on the first thing smoking.
So wait a minute, I got a question.
It shouldn't be a different set of rules.
It shouldn't be, hey, but that's how it is, though.
So wait, you said that if you found out, let's say the baby's 5 years old, and your wife comes to you and say, "Hey, baby, you know what? Come to find out, this baby isn't yours." Now you have been the only father this baby has known. You gonna turn your back completely on that baby and ignore that child for the rest of his life?
Call me an asshole, but yes, I am.
You lying. You lying. Because I'm gonna tell you, no, you lying.
Yes,
because
I
if
am.
you built a bond with that child, you're not gonna leave that child.
See, I could see
it's a heartless. Okay, I'm just saying it's a heartless nigga that will, just because I am not this child's father, will leave that child hanging. And I'm gonna tell you something, that same nigga will go and raise somebody else's kids with another
Yep.
woman,
Yep.
with a
Same
totally different woman.
situation.
That
Yes.
to me is, and I'm not saying it's right, but that's sorry when it comes to kids and you've already built a bond.
Yeah,
Now, if that
but
baby was 5 months old or 5 days old, I can see it.
My dad, if that nigga was fat.
You
hey,
know,
but you guys, but like I say, it's coming from a different mentality from a man's perspective. It's coming
but
from
let me ask you
our
this.
finite minds. We like,
Let,
hey, we not accepting
finite
this
is
shit.
right.
Put your
Lord
pride to the
Jesus.
side. Y'all expect us to
We
suck
not
Right.
gonna
it up.
put no pride to the side because we don't have to accept it.
Okay, so we don't either.
either.
So don't come to us with the wet eyes after you done
Right.
knocked up somebody else, talking about this, my
Well,
baby. Can you
well,
accept
well,
it? Hell
sometimes,
no, I can't.
well, we're gonna have to deal with the consequences. But we would, most men would really want. I mean, hey, we got to deal with the consequences. But
Nah, so-
I know us. I know males. We not gonna accept that. I'm sorry, we can't accept that. That's not
but
in our
at
makeup
the
to
end of the
accept
day,
something
you are
like
leaving
that.
a child fatherless.
It's not in our makeup either.
right.
Okay,
It's not in nobody.
we're not leaving the child
fatherless.
fatherless. We're gonna find this child's biological father and let him be a part of this child's life.
Where you gonna find them at?
Whoever, hey, that
What if
make
we
it.
was down in Brazil? What if we was at Carnival and we didn't had a baby at we didn't got pregnant at Carnival? How you gonna find?
I'm gonna leave your ass down at Carnival. you
Wait
and
a
you
minute.
and Jose, you and Ramon, Roberto. God damn it, yeah, I'm leaving you. I
Okay,
can't. I
but
couldn't do it. That's just me. Me personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't accept it.
Okay, not get that, but you said let the baby have a relationship with his father. Okay, that's a true statement. The baby should have some type of relationship with his father. However, that child is 5 years old and has built more of a bond with you. So that's almost like, that's basically like being a step parent. So what is the difference? You can still be there and father that child the same way his father can step up and father him. He has two dads who care for him. So why not do that?
Because I couldn't look at her funky ass the same way.
Well, okay, that's her.
I'm not gonna look at her the same way.
It's the kid.
But the question is, can you accept it? Hell no, I can't accept it. That means me and her, boom, I'm out of there.
Okay.
Now,
let
me and the kid may have a bond and everything, but hey, if this kid needs some shoes or some clothes and stuff, and I didn't help you out or gave you a couple dollars and everything, and then you turn around, I need another $200. Well, I mean, I can't do that.
Okay, but that's not.
But the thing is, the question is, can you accept it? I can't accept it.
Well, you can't accept what she did. That's totally different.
I can't be with her. I wouldn't be able to be with her anymore.
Okay.
Trust has been betrayed. And one thing about trust, man, it takes years to build trust, seconds to destroy it, and a lifetime to repair it.
True.
Yes, that's a fact.
True.
That I cannot do that. I mean, that trust, that bridge, and I wouldn't expect her to do the same thing. Me and my wife had a conversation about this. That's one of the biggest deal breakers in a lot of relationships. Going out having outside children, and I told her, she told me we talked about it one time. What if out of all these, just say out of all these years, I said, so we found out, we did DNA and found out both the kids wasn't mine. I say, first of all, I said, fuck, you trying to tell me something right now? So do I need to go get a kit? God damn it, I need to walk up to Walmart, Walgreens to get a kit. Cause I'll be a mouth swabbing son of a bitch around this house. I'm not lying. I'll swab everybody's mouth. I'm swabbing the dog mouth to see if he part family and stuff.
Lord,
I'm swabbing everybody's mouth. But can I accept it? No, I can't accept it. I am so sorry. I could not accept it, man, because it's just in my makeup and my DNA. I can't accept it. That and men, we are more sensitive, I would say, when it comes to something like that.
When it comes to everything.
Because in our mind, we're like, okay, this motherfucker that I didn't I was with, and I call myself loving this stuff. She done laid down, opened her legs, and let this man put his seed up in her. And that's not me. That's not my seed. But we together, and I'm take. That's just like the biggest betrayal. And then you turn around and you got to see this baby, or you in the delivery room when the baby come out, and you like, hold up, we got two other kids. This baby don't look like the other two.
But that's the stupidest thing. I hate hearing that.
It sure is.
I don't like
Okay.
hearing that.
Okay, so
I mean, it
okay, so when I'm not cutting the umbilical cord, swab the mouth. We're gonna swab the mouth. You know what? I'm gonna take that back. I will cut the umbilical cord. I will cut the
Mm.
umbilical cord. We will do paternity tests. We will swab mouths. And come to find out a month later that you are not the father, Big Smooth. Big Smooth be moving.
yeah.
Time to move on, like George and Wheezy.
So
I think sometimes.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Nana.
Okay. I think sometimes, like, with me trying to get the girl to like talk to me and stuff, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't genuine. It wasn't because
Oh,
I
because you didn't
I
like her.
no,
You
it's not the fact that I didn't like her. I 1000% knew I wasn't accepting nobody kids. No doubt about it. Like,
Mhm.
if they grew to have a relationship with me, it wouldn't be near me, around me. You do that on your own time. I want absolutely no part. I just feel like as a woman, not just a man, because some people like y'all be so quick to go to a woman. I checked my ex drawers upside down and cracked them upside the head and done everything up on the sun. I never went to a woman until you felt like I wasn't gonna come to you. If I talked to you, but you just couldn't, like with her, it's just like, she was a little hood, something, and he was from the hood and all that.
She was
I'm
a
not
hood
into
booger. She was a hood
Yeah, and
booger.
I'm not into all that. Like, I have too much to lose. We different. But yeah, a lot of times I think about it, and even today he be like, "You need to stop being like that. He's still your family." And I think he be trying to be fun because I like, you keep saying that. He not nothing to me. Like,
Right.
I don't have anything to do with that. And if he was any type of father, he ain't even father my kids, but if he was, you would have made that happen with them being, knowing each other. They don't have anything to do with me. I'm not finna put my kids in nobody's life. My sons was old enough, they understood. They was asking me questions, looking at me like I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And my little one even asked me one day, he said, "Who is his mama?" He said, "You his mama?" I said, "No." I
Lord have
was just
mercy.
like, because it confuses these kids. It's just too much of a mess. And I already knew, like, it was no doubt in my mind. I wasn't accepting nothing. Like, I'm glad she was like, I ain't good. I don't give a fuck. I was just trying to, make it like, at least I tried. She didn't want it, which was good. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just can't do it. Like, I feel like, what will make you, and even if you do, tell me. Like, what people don't understand is it hurts you way more keeping it from somebody. Well, I can't hurt you. Man, don't determine my hurt. See, it hurt me more. It was hurtful. It was embarrassing. It was
Mm-hmm.
everything because everybody knew but me.
You was the
The
one that was
evidence,
looking like the
yeah.
fool.
Yeah, I'm the one looking like the fool. And they like, well,
Right.
I thought you knew. First of all, goddamn well I didn't know nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'd have been gone a long time ago. And I forgive him because he like, you don't forgive me. I do forgive you, but you just can't, all of that's done. Like, I would never, never, like, it's no coming back from that. Like, you done cheated, you done did 100. It's 100 reasons why I shouldn't have been with you, but it's that one thing. And they just don't never know, that's all it takes. Because I already
What was that
know if
one
I'm a
thing?
woman, a kid,
The
because
kid.
I know if I'd have had a kid on him, he'd have did just what you talking about. He'd have left.
Every man would have left. Every majority, I
He
say at least 90% of the man will leave.
Yes, he would have,
That-
no doubt. No doubt. It was no doubt. But see, men don't look at that. Like, you could do something to me, just like when you cheat. Oh, you let another man touch your words. Like, what about the things you allow that woman to do to you? You know, what
Mhm.
about them nights you had me at home crying by myself and sleep by myself while you over there enjoying yourself with her? But then when you find out about it, you to packed your bags and you just left.
Yep.
I mean,
Double
so
standard. That's
double
double
standard,
standard.
triple.
That's
Y'all expect us to choke down what y'all do to us, but when we dish it out to y'all,
They can't.
oh, y'all egos can't take that. Oh, I'm out. I can't handle this. No, but we supposed to be the strong one and just be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I forgive you and forgive you and forgive you some more. Y'all just keep pushing the envelope because, oh, well, forgave me for this. Maybe she'll forgive me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or maybe she'll forgive me. No, it's only so much forgiveness, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
right.
this woman gonna get done with your little raggedy behind and boot you on out the door.
Damn.
So,
Who-
All right,
Well,
man.
hold up before we go, before
Go
we
ahead.
move on. I have a question for you. Say
Go
that
ahead.
you did lose your mind and go out there and get another baby with somebody, and you come home, you tell your wife, "Hey, I got this baby out there," and she say, "Look, it's all good, but you can't have a relationship with that child."
Mm.
How would you take that?
Well, I couldn't be able to accept it because first of all, I'm a man. And if I know I made a mistake and I know I did what I was supposed to do, I wouldn't penalize the child for that. I would be man enough to say, hey, I understand your frustration. I understand the way you feel. I made this child didn't ask to be here, but as a man, as a provider, you know me to be. I can't just let this child just go by the wayside. Even though I made a mistake, I made a life changing mistake that's not only impacting your life, my life, it's impacting her life, the baby's life, it's impacting our kids' lives. I wouldn't want to, I couldn't just shun this child. Everything pending a paternity test now. And it comes to find out, I would want my children to have their relationship, but I wouldn't expect them to really accept them wholeheartedly at first because it's some hurt that's going to be not only with my wife, it's going to be hurt with the kids as well. My son, my daughter, they go. This is an addition to the family now. Dad made a mistake. I went out here and I wasn't thinking. I was selfish. I wasn't thinking about you, your sister, your mom. I wasn't thinking about nobody but myself at that time. I apologize. Now, whenever you guys ready to accept this child, I mean, you just let daddy know. But I am going to go over here and get the child. We don't even have to come back to the house here. I will have to do what I have to do as a man to provide for that child, even though this child didn't ask to be here and I made a horrible mistake. I'm still go take care of my responsibility as a man. And I would look at my wife, even though she may be hurt and she may be coming from a place hurt when she makes that statement. But in her heart of hearts, she's going to know, hey, I married this man because he's a provider. He's a man. He's gonna take care of his responsibilities, and I would want her to be like, "Hey, take care of your responsibilities." And I know it's gonna probably take a while for you to accept this child, but as a woman, as a good woman, you will want this man to take care of his responsibilities because it's something. It was a reason that attracted him to you, so you want him to be that responsible and that stand-up type of guy. Even though he wasn't that stand-up type of guy when he was around there throwing this ding-a-ling around. But you will definitely want him to be that stand-up type of guy.
mm.
Okay. Then how would you view your wife if she chose to accept the child and accept what you did, accept the child, and stay with you? Would you do you think in your heart of hearts that you would actually respect her? Or you would be like, oh well,
I got away
Right,
with
right, I
right,
got away with it.
it.
right there. I would just completely and utterly respect my wife to the fullest, and that right there would just change my whole perspective. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't get
Because
caught dead
because
doing it again.
some guys, when their wives or their significant others, they go ahead and they they take that role and they say, okay, you know what? I see that you messed up, you made a mistake. We all human here. Let's
Hmm.
drive on. They think they got a boo boo the fool on their hands,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they just they for the streets now. You
That's
know,
that's a great point, Dre. You ain't lying. That's a great point. And like I said, I would definitely uh be responsible and take care of my responsibilities. I wouldn't expect my wife to come out the chute saying, "Hey, I'm gonna accept this baby." It's gonna take a while for her to get over her hurt. It's gonna take her a while to get over that hurt and that betrayal of trust. It's gonna take a minute. I can't expect her to just accept this baby wholeheartedly day one. No, you got to gradually lead up to that. It's not gonna happen overnight. It may not happen for years, but you keep on doing what you're supposed to do as a father. And I'm talking to all you guys out there who may have had an outside child, an outside relationship. Definitely take care of responsibilities as a man. You got to take care of that child. You made a mistake, and that's the main thing as a man. We sometimes got to be accountable for our actions.
But
Accountability
why
is
is it called
critical.
a mistake? And
It was a you why it was a mistake. It was a mistake because you deliberately went against your vows, and you just disrespected your marriage. You made a
so it's not a
mistake and
mistake.
disrespected your marriage. It was a mistake.
I
The
think
'Cause-
people
child wasn't the mistake.
they
The action was the mistake.
I think
yeah,
they mix accident and mistake up. Mistake is you can make a willful decision and make a mistake.
yeah.
Mhm.
And you know what? And you got
You made a
some guys that may think the mistake is, God damn, I got caught. That's the
right.
mistake. That you got some guys that have that mentality. Damn,
Yeah.
I got caught. But that was amazing, man. I really enjoyed that, man. Hey guys, we want you guys to drop a comment on our subject for the night, man. Would you accept your spouse? Would you how would you react, or would you accept your spouse if they had an outside child? Drop a comment in there. Hey man, we may do a part two to this. We may tally on or jump onto this on one of our live shows. This may be part of our talking points on one of our live Sunday shows. So drop a comment and share what you think, and we will definitely reply back. And we want to know what's your take on it. All right, guys, we're gonna swing it off to our segments tonight. We're gonna kick this segment up. We're gonna kick it off with Shay Says. Shay,
Hey,
tell us
hey,
what you
hey.
say.
I say a lot
Tell us what you say
when I'm
today.
prepared. Hey, everybody, this is your girl, Shay.
Are you prepared? Let me stop you there. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
Okay, Shay, say what you say, Shay.
Oh my goodness.
Can't stand
Hurt.
you.
Yes, he hurts so
I
bad.
can't.
It was finna come out my nose. I had to catch myself.
See,
Shay, if you can't say what you say, Dre say what you say, Shay.
mm.
If Dre can't say what you say, Shay, then Naya say what you say, Shay.
I'm gonna put you outside. You was really wanting the violence today. You
Nay,
is
Dre, and Shay. Nay,
wanting
Dre, and
the
Shay.
violence
Take it
today.
away.
Oh Lord. Okay, this your girl Shay, because I'm trying to share. This little person down here just don't be caring enough for me to share, but I'm gonna share anyway, y'all. Okay, so today I want to do a Black excellence. This Black excellence is a kid who is 12 years old. His name is Amari McQueen. And at the age of 7, his teachers kind of wrote him off. He suffers from dyslexia, and sometimes teachers don't have the patience to deal with kids who aren't the typical cookie cutter, sit straight in your desk kind of kid. Well, this little king showed them exactly what he was capable of. Not only has he set up his own restaurant, not only has he written 2 books in spite of the dyslexia, this young man has his own TV cooking show. And like I said, he set up his own business. And he went so far to reach out to someone who like owned a building, and he was like, I aspired to be in your building. And this person was so impressed. He was like, hey, you can come do it now. And he set up a restaurant in this person's building, and he does Caribbean, like vegan food or whatever.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
And his mom was his inspiration because his mom got sick. And he was like, okay, mom, you know what? I'm going to come up with these recipes, and I'm going to help you to get healthy again. So he started there, and he made up his own sauces. He learned how to cook because he didn't know how to cook. He learned how to cook on his own. Once
Oh
he learned
wow.
how the right temperature of pasta and how to get it correct, he just flew out the gate from there. And two of his idols are Gordon Ramsay, of course,
Hmm.
and Chadwick Boseman.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so this little king is doing big things. So I admire the tenacity of getting pushing through in spite of having the dyslexia. So this just goes to show you, you can't be held down and held back just because, you got things going on. So I'm proud of him. 12 years old and all of that going on. So
Wow. That's amazing.
yes, it is. I wish I had it going on at 12 like that. I could be somebody today, but
And that
I
just
ain't.
goes to show you when people say you can't do it, man, you can do anything you put your mind to it and
Can.
everything.
Amen.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly. So this your girl Shay, and I just shared because I cared. Find me on Instagram at Renee Shay, and Twitter at no Instagram at Renee Shay one, and Twitter at Renee Shay. They so close, y'all. One of them is one, and one of them don't have a one. So that's it for me.
All right. Thanks for that, Shay. We're going to swing it over to Dre Day with Eargasms.
All right, y'all. Well, it is time for Eargasm. This is that part of our episode where I introduce you to or reintroduce you to a song that may give you a nice auditory feeling, the way that a good orgasm will give you a nice physical feeling. And so
Mm.
today I'm going to give my crew members a choice of which song I'm going to cover because I actually have two.
Uh oh.
I
Oh.
have the one from when I had to dip out on the
Hmm.
last
Yeah.
episode. I have that one, and I have another one that I prepared. And so I'm not going to tell you what they are, but you can choose either A or B.
So which one is A and which one is B?
I'm not
She
telling
ain't gonna
you.
tell her. She's
Hey,
oh
but I
Lord.
Okay.
but I want to know if it's the dip out song that's A or the secret
The,
song.
okay, the dip out song is A, but the other one I prepared is B.
I want the other one you prepared. I'm just gonna be a rebel.
So which is the other one?
B.
You want the new one, huh?
You want the
Yeah, I
new
want
one?
the new one, not the dip out. The new one.
Okay, all right. Is that a consensus? Everybody feel that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of want the dip out song.
He would want to.
I kind of think the dip out is something that okay, go ahead. If I'm outnumbered, hey, we're gonna go with the new then.
Well, you outnumbered. You outnumbered. So this is the new one. This is
That's
the
what's
new
up.
one. So song B is a song that was given to me as a request to cover. And it's a song that everyone here is familiar with. It is our theme
Ah.
song. Just talk about it, or let's talk about it by Men at Large. The other one, y'all, was Gone to November by Wyclef Jean.
Oh, okay.
um, so let's talk about it by Men at Large. Is our theme song, of course. It came out in 1994. The group Men at Large was discovered by Gerald Levert, which I think is pretty cool,
Yes.
and they have that whole 90s New Jack Swing sound going on. When I went and I listened to the whole song, it was very 90s, very, very 90s.
Did you like it?
I did like it. And I hadn't heard this song before because I knew exactly the lyrics I know are the ones I hear on the show. So, and I'm one of those people that I remember all the lyrics. Like I heard My Endless Love the other day on the radio. Hadn't heard it since I was a little
Endless
kid and knew
love.
all the words. So I'm one of those types. But I hadn't heard this one, in full. So I listened to it. Sounds great. The song got to number 16 on the hip hop charts, but it never charted on Billboard Hot 100, which we don't care about because we don't let certain people tell us what to like. And
Right.
so we listen to what we want to listen to.
Mhm.
Um, so listening to the song, of course, it took me back to, that time when I was probably still in high school, just getting out of high school, during that first year of going to college. It was about that time frame that this would have been in. And just listening to the lyrics, it's a whole lot of begging going on in this song. I just didn't realize that. And now I understand why Smooth love it so much, because it is a lot of begging. And the guy's like, he like, look, girl, you know, it's time for us to get it on. But apparently you being resistant. So let's talk about this.
Mhm.
Let's
Let's talk
let
about.
me let me bring you into this thought process that I'm having. That's the
Mhm.
feeling that I get from this song. Is like, hey, we don't have to do anything. And I don't want to just take up your time, but I do want some of your time. So let's sit down with this wine and these cupcakes and let's talk about the birds and the bees and the nasty and all the things that I'm going to do to you. So I can see, I understood listening to this song, watching it, why Smooth was so invested in this song.
Wait a
So
minute.
look,
Wait
I'm
a
just saying,
minute.
this your cut
Too
though.
far.
That's our theme song. Wait a
but
minute. You talking
but
about like
why did you bring it in? And
Mhm.
then you was like, you was hyping it up. You was like, "Ooh, this song jam. You need to listen to this. This is great." And when I went and listened to it, it is a good song. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, but I understand why it resonates so deeply with you.
because it's the name
Cause
of
you,
our show, just talking to you.
cause you a begging ass nigga.
Wait a minute. How you just go to say, wait a minute.
You getting all the smoke, sir.
So
All
Give it
of
to
it.
me. I
nah,
want
but
it.
it is a good song, y'all. It is a good song. We're gonna
Yeah.
put the link to it in the description box. Go take a listen to it. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know how it makes you feel if you were around in that era or you remember the song, you remember the group Men at Large. Just put your feelings down about it and what you think about it. And like, share, subscribe, tell everybody about us. You can also hit me personally up on Instagram at Popcorn Colonel Sanders. That's Colonel with a K, like a popcorn kernel, Sanders.
Hey,
And that's
I'm a,
it.
I'm gonna tell you, Men at Large, that our theme song came from that, but they got another song that's their most popular song.
I'm
Uh
so alone.
I'm so alone.
That
That's
was
my
my
song.
song, though.
See, look at him. Look at him. You
Alone.
never miss a good
Alone.
friend.
I
I
Miss
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 you.
John.
you. Can't nobody
Never
take
miss
your
a good
place.
thing.
Hey,
Now, isn't one of them Regina Bell's brother?
I
Is
think
that
so.
the group?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right, guys. Thank you for that, Dre Day.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
guys. Our man Chris Dorian is not here. He's still he's a little under the weather and everything. We are pulling for a speedy recovery. So I am going to do his segment, Let Christian Chill. This movie is an older movie that I'm going to talk to you guys briefly about. And it kind of coincides with what we talked about tonight, our subject, our topic tonight. And the movie that I'm going to briefly hit on is a movie called Fences
Mm.
by Denzel Washington and my girl Viola Davis. And Denzel Washington was a trash man. Well, he had aspirations of playing Major League Baseball, and he played in the Negro Leagues. And he had a good friend. He had his best friend Bono. Him and Bono shared so much stuff. They talked about it. But Denzel had a strained relationship with his son. He had a strained relationship with his son, and him and his son, he had an older son that was not by his wife. I think it wasn't by his wife. Then he had the son with his wife and everything, and they had a strained relationship. And his son wanted to play football, and Denzel Washington wouldn't let him play it. Denzel in this movie, Denzel character was Troy, and he didn't want him to play. He didn't want him to play no football and everything. So they got into it and stuff. So Denzel turned around and got a promotion at his job, driving the garbage truck and everything. And Bono was his best friend. He was right there with him. So Denzel turned around and it was one of their friends, Alberta. He turned around and he got Alberta pregnant. And Alberta was pregnant with his baby, and Rose, which is Viola Davis' character, which is Denzel Washington's wife in the movie. Rose, they talked about it. He told them what happened and everything because she always was telling them to build a fence around the house, build a fence around the house and everything because that's where the title fences come in at. Build a fence around the house, build a fence around the house. And him and his son got into it one day in the backyard. So Mama, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. So once he told her about the baby and everything, she was upset. She was ready to take her stuff and go. She ready to get up out of there. So luck will have it, Alberta goes into labor, has the baby, and Alberta dies during labor. So turn around and Denzel Washington, who is Troy, he went to the hospital and brought the baby. I mean, ended up getting the baby and taking the baby back to the house. So Denzel got the baby back to the house. So him and his son Corey, son Corey was go listen to the military, and they was in the backyard because Denzel always pushed his son. He wanted him to play baseball more than anything in the world. So they got into it in the backyard one day. He walked away, and Denzel Washington had a heart attack and died in the backyard. And Viola Davis' character turned around and raised that little girl as that was her own child. She accepted that outside child that he had, which kind of stems back to what we were talking about in our subject for the topic for the night. She accepted that child, and they went on. She called her mama, and they went on to. She raised her as her own daughter, and that's the only mama she knew was Viola Davis. She didn't know the other mama because she died while giving birth to her. So that's a movie about fences, man. And it really ties into our subject that we talked about tonight. So, very good movie. Very good movie. You gotta love it. You got two Academy Award, two amazing actors and actresses with Viola Davis and Denzel Washington. Those are I would have to put them on the Mount Rushmore of African American actors and actresses. They are up there neck and neck. They got to be on the Mount Rushmore. And we got two other people that will fill out the Mount Rushmore, and we'll talk about that later. But with this movie, it's very, very, like Chris says, chill worthy. It's something that'll really just have you sitting back thinking, because this is day-to-day life that happens in not only the black community, but all over. It happens. It happens. This is a decision that people make mistakes or go out and have extramarital affairs, and these are some of the consequences that come about it. So, with that being said, I would give this movie, I would say, probably a good 4 ice cubes. I would give it 4 ice cubes because it's so chill worthy. Uh, it only it made $64.5 million in the box office, man. They only spent 20 million on it, so it was a very good movie. Very good cast. Uh, just Hall of Fame cast with Denzel and Viola Davis. So I would give it 4 ice cubes. If you want to reach our man Chris Storian, you can reach him at Christorian1 on his IG handle. So just reach out to him, drop him a drop him some love. Tell him to get well, or drop it in our comments, or tell Chris Storian to get well, because he's sitting back watching you guys. But if we had, and before we shut down, okay, we got the Mount Rushmore of actors and actresses in the African American community. 4 people go on Mount Rushmore. Who's your top 4 before we close out tonight? Who's your top 4?
Not even a fair question.
I know it ain't. I
Nice.
know it ain't. It's gonna make you. Hey, who's your top 4?
Now, are we doing just black or anybody?
We go in the African American community.
Okay. Oh.
Your top 4 actors and actresses in the African American community.
Oh. I would say, oh my gosh. Sidney Poitier.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's one.
Angela Bassett.
That's 2.
Oh, this is tough.
You only got 2 more people to go.
No, Diane Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
3.
gonna come more modern now. I'm gonna give it to I know I'm gonna butcher his name, Daniel Kaluuya.
The one for Get Out, the one who played in Get Out.
Yes, I'm gonna give it to him.
That's your Mount Rushmore of actors and actresses in the African American community.
There's so many greats.
I
though.
know.
There's a lot in there. I could go with Lakeith. I could go with Issa. I could go with, so many. Chadwick. You could go with so many people.
You only get 4. We talking about
so
that's you got everybody that's here, but these people are here. They are cut above everybody else that just jump out to them.
Well, those are my 4 for now.
Okay.
Real quick, being on the spot.
Nay, what about you? What's your 4? Take us off mute.
Yeah, you muted.
Yeah, you
We
muted.
can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Nay. Nay, say something. You ain't on mute. Now you're on mute. Press it again. Unmute it. Say something. Turn up your volume. What you smoking, man? What the hell wrong with her?
I never touched nothing.
Turn up your volume.
You must have turned me down.
I didn't touch you.
I'm still okay. My volume was up. Now I'm on 4.
Put it on 10.
It won't let me do nothing.
All right. That's that.
No, that's you. You touched my stuff.
All right. Who's on your Mount Rushmore actors and actresses?
Hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So definitely Angela Bassett. I was thinking about her. Oh, there it goes. Let me do it. I don't. It's something wrong with it, but anyway, it's the what is that one actor?
Angela Bassett.
Yes, and the one actor I cannot think of this man's name to save my life. I was trying to hurry up and Google him. He played in one of Tyler Perry movies. And he married to that twin sister. I don't know none of these people's name, but she real loud.
Michael Jai White.
Yeah. Is that his name?
Michael Jai White. Yep, that's him.
Man,
who played Marcus?
Yes.
Yeah, Michael Jai White. Black Dynamite. Dre Day favorite movie. Go ahead.
Man, that man is cold blooded. Like,
Angela. Okay, yeah.
I'm just like him, and then I don't really got no other let me see. I don't got no favorites like that. I mean,
that's
them
2 people out of 4. 2 more to go.
Yeah, them 2 definitely like top. Who else? Oh, I don't know. I love Denzel Washington. I know he probably like overrated.
He ain't overrated.
But definitely, yeah. But some people I don't care. I like Denzel Washington.
That's 3.
And
one more.
I don't know who my last one. I'm trying to think of a favorite movie. I don't know. I'll give it to you in a minute. Because you wait on me.
I heard that. Well, Dre
I know
Day,
my sound.
what about you, Dre Day? Who's your top Mount Rushmore of black actors and actresses?
All right. My Mount Rushmore of black actors and actresses.
The four best.
I tried to, make sure that I got both men and women. Of course, we were talking about Denzel Washington. So of course he goes on there.
Yes.
He's right up top. But we were
Right.
also talking about Fences, and y'all know that was a play. That was an August Wilson play. And the first person I actually saw, the first clip I ever saw of Fences was James Earl Jones
Mhm.
in the stage play. He's definitely on Mount Rushmore. James Earl Jones. Viola Davis, just as a female, she's showed incredible range. We've seen her do a lot of things here lately. And Lorraine Toussaint, y'all know who that is.
Yeah.
Lorraine Toussaint, just over the years, just from being a kid up to now, we've seen her in a lot of stuff, and I don't think she's gotten the shine that she should have, because she too has a great range. And I just think probably because of how she looks, let's just be clear, she's not close enough to the standard.
Who is that?
Lorraine
Lorraine
Toussaint.
Toussaint.
Now what she play on?
Oh God, she's been in everything. Okay, most
telling
recently,
you.
have you seen Concrete Cowboy yet? Have you watched that yet?
Yes.
You know what? I was just gonna ask you because I just finished that day for yesterday. I was just gonna ask you that, but yeah.
Okay.
She look. Yeah, never
She
mind.
played on that TV show on Lifetime,
She
right?
did play on. She played on a lot of stuff. I
She's
like
been
her.
on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Just a
So-
I
lot of
just
stuff.
watched Concrete Cowboy Day for yesterday.
Yeah.
That was three. That was all four. That was all
That was
four.
four. But my
Gotcha.
runner-up was gonna mess y'all up.
Your honorable mention.
My honorable mention:
Give it to us. Give us
Well,
your
I got
honorable
an
mention.
honorable mention too.
Ice-T on Special Victims Unit.
Okay.
I can agree though. I
And,
like him
and
on
you
it.
know what? I was unfair, guys. I should have said the four males and then the four females. Just try to make you link them together. I'm
I
sorry,
couldn't
guys.
have come up with that. I couldn't have come up with four females because
I can come up with four females off the top of
could.
the dome.
It would have been
How?
tough, but I would have.
Okay. My four females off the top of my dome would be number one, would be the late, great Cicely Tyson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Number two would be Miss Viola Davis. Number three would be Miss Angela Bassett. And my fourth and final top female, without a doubt, just flat out slay it. Y'all might not agree, but Miss Halle Berry,
I knew it.
I knew he was gonna
I
bring
knew
she
Halle
is
Berry out
a
of his head.
range. She now you talk about a range like Viola Davis. Halle can do it all. She can hit every
like
end of the
Viola.
spectrum. She can hit every end of the spectrum, man. And if
I'm
I
gonna
had
have
to
think
pick,
about that.
hey, if I had to pick four males, Denzel Washington by far, James Earl Jones definitely. Another person you guys slept on is Shay Love Affair, her love crush, Mr. Idris Elba. He is
First
a
of all-
talented actress.
First of all,
He's
that's
a
my
talented-
husband.
Oh, okay, y'all can share him. Y'all, we the crew, we share. Y'all can share. So, Mr. Idris Elba, that's my third person, and my fourth person out of my actors would definitely you guys may not agree with me, but Samuel L. Jackson, man. You
Oh,
gotta put
yeah.
Sam. You gotta
Yeah.
put Sam up on the Mount Rushmore actors. Samuel L. Jackson, without a doubt. So it's not that hard for me. The hard part is trying to get two off that female and two off that male.
Yeah.
But that female and male list is not that difficult to me, man.
So you know who else I like as an actor?
Who is that?
Michael B. Jordan. He a good actor. So I like. I don't know, probably because he's fine. And
He
all
I'm
don't.
about to
He
say
don't-
that
to me.
He
To
got
me,
the hot boat.
he got the hot vote in the women's perspective, I guess, but he doesn't have enough body of work for me.
So look, yeah, I get it,
He
but
don't have
but
he
it's
don't
just
have a lot of body of work for me.
he don't. But everything he been in just been good. Like I've never seen a movie that I ain't like with a man, but he got that new movie coming out with Lauren London.
The one on Amazon Prime.
Man, I'm watching that. I've been waiting
Yeah,
on
that come
that.
out tonight.
Hey, you know what? You know what else? And my honorable mention for the male, and I forgot to put that the males is hard too, man. But you got to put Will Smith up there, man. I'm
I was
sorry.
thinking him.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
You got to put Ill Will up there, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, and Enemy of the State. Oh man, Will Smith killed it, man.
I remember going to see Enemy of the State and just being like impressed.
Yes,
I was like, wow, Fresh Prince, this ain't Fresh Prince,
right. It's Will.
Right.
With Brendoff 227 as his
Right.
wife.
Oh yeah, Regina King, my girl.
And we didn't say Denzel's son.
What he play on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He was
He
in
was
Black
on Ballers.
Klansman.
I
He was in Tenet.
I would say he don't
I
have
didn't
enough.
like Tenet.
I can't put him on the Mount Rushmore. He doesn't have a big resume yet.
Oh, but what he does
I couldn't
have
put him on there.
that movie him and Zendaya did, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked the range of acting that I saw in that movie. And even as sometimes I could close my eyes and I could hear where his voice would sound like his dad's. And I know
Right.
he really working to come out the shadow of his father, which I really do think that he stands on his own. Because when he was on Ballers, I had no idea that he was
Yeah.
Denzel's son. But I really think he's a strong actor, and that movie was fantastic. It was black and white. It was just them in this house, and they just fed off each other. I thought it was an excellent movie, and I thought that him and Zendaya did a great job in it. But he's a good actor.
Yeah,
I like him.
he's a
So,
pretty solid
honorable
actor.
mention.
But he got to build that resume up. But
Of course,
hey, man.
you just can't jump into any role, though.
Right.
He does.
That's why I say, boy, you got to pick the best actors and actresses in the African American community. Those are definitely be ones that the ones we threw out. If you guys had to pick, our fans, let us know, who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of actors and actresses. You can do a male list, female list, put it in the comments. We will definitely give you a thumbs up. We gonna say whatever. We gonna say, hey, good job, regardless. So that's your opinion, but we appreciate that, guys. That's been another amazing episode of Just Talking to You today. We really appreciate you guys for tuning in. We want you to like, share, and subscribe our podcast videos that we share with you guys. We're saying something that may resonate with you, or you may have been in a situation like that, or may have encountered the situation, or may be in that situation right now. So let us know. We really appreciate you guys for tuning in. We are the crew. Gone but not forgotten is our girl, Miss Toya, and our boy, Chris Dorian. Those are the other two crew members that are not here tonight, but Miss Toya had to drop off for an emergency, and Chris Dorian, he is under the weather, but hey, they're gonna, as soon as they get back up to speed, we're gonna be back in. The whole crew gonna be here, and we're gonna make you laugh, and we're gonna just keep on doing what we do. We the crew. We out of here, y'all. Take care.